Mahomes and the offense staying out there. They'll go for it on fourth. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And this is incomplete, but a flag back at the line of scrimmage. And this could be a first down. So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on fourth and a yard. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes rolling to his right. Oh, poor decision there, and it's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Logan Ryan. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
There's Purdy on 1st and 10. Flushed out right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. 2nd and 10. Purdy looking to throw. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Here's Purdy now on 3rd and goal. Buying time to his left. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Michael Dana gets in there to drop him for a loss of 13 yards, and it's also 4th down now. Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive in particular. If they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. That is caught. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And now at this point in the first half, you've got to realize as an offense, you're not going to get it all back in one fell swoop. This is going to be about sustained drives and making sure you finish with points. And that's a good throw there for a first down.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you've certainly got them guessing now. 2nd and short, could they just hand it off for another big gain? Or did they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
2nd down, McKinnon. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. Here's Mahomes to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 38-yard line. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down, that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
On first down now, run with McKinnon. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Mahomes now to throw. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. And they finally put it into this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37. So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really, it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the
I got the WAN cable going.
But a nice job there at seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
Purdy looking to throw on first down here. And a dangerous throw there on the drop-off. Incomplete, nearly intercepted.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Throwing on second down, it's Purdy. And the Chiefs are going to get him. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. 3rd and 19. Now Purdy. And this one is incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Here's Mitch Wishnowsky now. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they may be content to take this 7-0 lead into the locker room. We'll see. And they work this out past the 25. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Mahomes now on first down. Pressure comes and down he goes. More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's a game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
Oh, yeah. Yes, sir. Thank you, bro. Thank you. I appreciate that.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gautin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Just the one touchdown in that first half. 7-0 our score as we get going in quarter number 3. Now this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
All right. All right.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter three.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Purdy now to throw. That's complete to McCaffrey. And they work this well upfield across the 45. They're going to hurry back to the line now. On first down, it's Purdy. Being chased out left. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break contain and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
Here's 2nd and 10. Ayuk going to go in motion right. Purdy. Sliding out of the pocket. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Purdy to throw it on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Ayuk going to go in motion right. Here's Purdy. Eluding the pressure right. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And it's intercepted at the goal line. picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Chiefs are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
They were well aware of the scoreboard as they went into halftime, and they know how tough it's been to put up any kind of points. But if there's a positive after that play, is that they were able to take a shot at the end zone on their opening drive of this half. The negative, though, that shot at 6 ended in an interception, and we know that's not going to jumpstart this struggling offense.
Now here's Mahomes. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down. And quickly they get to the line. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. Down the right sideline. He may go. Valdez-Scantling. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, 83 yards. And the Chiefs have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus.
Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. On first down, Purdy. To the right side, it's caught by Mitchell. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Purdy will set up to throw it here. Touchdown! George Kittle, 27 yards. And the Niners are back within a score. Jake Moody now for the point after.
One stop. I got to get one stop.
And that one makes it 14-7. So after the made field goal by Moody,
please don't.
Out to kick this one away. Here's Mecole Hardman taking it about the 1. And he'll get to the 30-yard line before going out of bounds. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive 1st and 10. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Now Mahomes. Forced out to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Nick Bosa in there to get him yet again. That is his third sack tonight. They can't figure him out.
Well, this has to count as a great team effort today, but this man, he's been at the center of all of it. Really special day for any defense to have this many sacks in a game, even more so for this player. One of the best individual efforts of the season.
Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that one knocked away and incomplete. Nice job defensively on what will be the final play of the third quarter. Back now here in Santa Clara as we're about ready to rock and roll for the fourth and final quarter. Here's the Chiefs punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. A big boot that time, 57 yards the official distance. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And it feels like the momentum has shifted. They scored, then their defense forces that last punt. And now a chance to tie the game on this possession. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Back to throw, Purdy. Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, I think we were both wondering if we were going to see them try and push it deep downfield, facing a one-possession deficit late, and they certainly didn't disappoint. They gave it an effort.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Purdy completes this one here to McCaffrey. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. On 3rd down, here's Purdy. Well, that's going to be incomplete.
Trying to get a big strike right there and hopefully tie this game up in the late going. But the coverage was there, and this winds up incomplete.
One score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. This is caught inside the 15. And finally taken down at the 4-yard line. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. That is caught by the tight end Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. A great play there. A beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the 49ers are an extra point away from
One more stop.
this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. McCole Hardman to return it from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the 4th quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. Charvarius Ward in on the tackle.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less.
And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. They give him a gain of 38. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. And it's straight. It's Pacheco. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. No gain on the play there, second down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just boom, quick, 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 and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. Again, it's Pacheco. And same result. He's going to take this just to the line of scrimmage before running into a brick wall.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know they're securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Mahomes. Oh, look at this. It's intercepted. It's Jair Brown who's got it. And the Niners will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the 4th quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Major used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
To throw is Purdy. Dancing to his left. That's caught downfield by Kittle. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Here's Purdy to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. How about the call to come with the blitz there in this situation?
And some of those calls happen just because of what they do on offense. So when they send out a number of people in the pattern, sometimes they just make a change on defense, say, okay, we'll come after you instead. And that's exactly what they did.
This one caught by Kittle. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter. Here's 1st and goal. Here's Purdy. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th. That's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, yeah, I give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. This is 1st and 10. Mahomes. A pass complete downfield. It's Valdez-Scantling. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. Well, this offense still has the 1 timeout here, remember. 1st and 10. Mahomes to throw it. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback play.
Thank you.
Intercepted. Picked off by Logan Ryan. Well, you can see what they were trying to do. Just send those guys out there to make a